Hey everybody, warmer days are upon us. That means a few things. Evals may be here. You might be looking at spring hockey, you might be even looking forward to summer hockey. You know, when it gets to the off season, I always like to present you with alternative options to just being on the ice all the time because you deserve a break too. And what we do in my house for my son, who's a goalie, and my daughter, who's a skater, is use NHL Sense Arena, our title sponsor, as many of you know. And they just launched a new goalie mindset training with Pete Fry, which is all about building composure, focus, and emotional control that goalies need in big moments. And then for the skaters, they've really updated Dangle Pro with full ice scanning. So now you're not just standing still stick handling in isolation. You're handling the puck while scanning, making reads, and training your awareness like you would in a real game. And again, this uses mixed reality. So you're actually stick handling with your real stick and a puck. You can see it around virtual objects. It's super fun and it's super nuts. We shared some videos with that. I wish I had that as a kid. Check these deals out. They're offering 50% off an annual plan compared to paying monthly. Plus, you get a free hockey training ball, a free green biscuit, and free shipping on that. Or if you go all in with a 2-year subscription, you can get a new MetaQuest 3S headset for $100. That's $900 in savings. I have never seen them offer the headset for that price. So if that's what's been holding you up, this is the time to get it because it all is going to add up. All right. Head to nhl.sensearena.com/OKPH and use the promo code OKPH to save an additional $25 on top of the offers I've already mentioned. We have always loved NHL Sense Arena's belief in us and what we do as a show, and we always appreciate your belief in us as well. This is a great deal. Go check it out. And as always, enjoy this episode of Our Kids Play Hockey. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world. Welcome to another edition of the Ride to the Rink. Kids, listen, we've got a topic today. Not your favorite topic, but we have to talk about it. So I want you to listen. Your parents are going to be next to you on this one, kind of nodding. We're talking about concussions today, all right? And it's very important as a young player that you have some baseline information on what a concussion is and why you need to be aware of it and what you can do if one ever happens, all right? Because it's a very, very important thing for you to understand how your brain works. So we're bringing in our friend today, Dr. Baric. He is a concussion expert. We find the best for you. And the first question I have for you, Dr. Baric, is to make sure that we let the kids know just what is a concussion. Now, we've all heard the word, right, kids? But what is a concussion?
So basically, you get a bump to the head. And in that bump, what happens inside is the brain isn't able to process energy. The brain starts to swell slightly. And also the brain's not able to throw out the trash. And that is basically, in summary, 3 systems fell in a very quick order, and it starts to affect your whole body.
And Dr. Baric, share with kids why it's so important for them to be honest with their parents if they're not feeling well, and what kinds of symptoms might they be experiencing?
So it's super important. The research has shown, Christy, that when somebody has any type of a head injury, they are more likely to get a second one. They're more likely because they don't have those same protective mechanisms. And it's just, look, we can't see from how you're feeling on your inside. Are you grumpy? Are you angry? Or is your sleep disruptive? You just got to tell the loved ones, your parents, your coaches in your life, hey, after that last game, I got a hit and just things are different. School's harder. I'm not sleeping as good. I'm irritable. And why is that so important? Here's the thing. This is a game, and this game is so important. And the next game, of course, is so important. But is it more important than playing next year? Because what I've seen so many times, they get a little head bump, and then they go back on the ice too early. They get another head bump, and their career's over. They're done. So, I want to play that next game. Absolutely, I know how important it is. But is it more important than the next year? Well, I'm going to be bigger. I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be able to train in so many different ways. So, I'm going to be able to show up even better next year.
Can you just talk about real quick for now I'm a player, I got hit, my parents didn't see it, my coach didn't notice. What are the symptoms that I should really feel like and self-diagnose a little bit where I might say, oh, this is not how I normally feel. What are some things that might happen from a concussion that I might want to raise a red flag to my parents about?
Well, of course, you could have dizziness. You could have problems just thinking. Hey, what did I have for lunch yesterday? Oh, where did I go to vacation last year? And just stuff that you should know. But when you're, did I go? No, problems. right? You're able to do some self-diagnosis, and it's also real important. So pick a few places to look in the arena, and you look in one corner, and then you look at the scoreboard, and then you look at this person. And if you move your eyes rapidly to those three places, and wait a second here, this information isn't quite as good as it was an hour ago. Wow, I did take a head bump. I think I'm going to sit this one out.
My last question here, Dr. Baric, is in the kind of hybrid of what Christy and Mike said here. Kids, we all in hockey kind of grow up with this, we've got to be tough attitude. And believe me, if you're playing hockey, you're already pretty tough, kids. I actually believe that, playing the fastest, hardest sport out there. But to Christy's point, if you're having some of those symptoms, it is not the time to act tough, because it could really impact you not playing or playing in the future, right? So, Dr. Baric, I want to just hear it from you again, that if you are experiencing those symptoms, maybe it's like the situation Mike said, maybe people didn't even notice that you got hit, but you're realizing something's wrong. Should you go to the coach? What would you do as a kid to make sure that the coaches, the parents know, hey, something's wrong? How would you approach that?
So I look at the body in a bunch of different parts. If I bump my leg and it's sore, I'm going to skate through that. I don't have a broken bone. But when I bump my head, that's a totally different category. It's really, the pros, what do the pros do? The pros skate over to the box. They sit down, they say to their coach and say, hey, I need to get checked out. Something's not right. Because they know they want to play that next game. They want to play that next season. They want to be the Olympian. They want to be on the All-Stars. And you are so set up for that injury. It's okay to miss that practice. It's okay to have somebody check you out and say, oh yeah, okay, good. It was less, but you're, I'm fine. Boom. I have that second injury because my protective mechanisms aren't there. And then as a result, my season's over, my career's over.
Right. No, it's a great point. And again, kids listening, it's important that you have this information. It's important that you know this on the bench. And there's just nothing wrong if something's really off to say, I don't want to play. Kids, I'll tell you this too. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of nods from everybody. We said this on the big episode too. There is no game, even a championship game, that is worth you injuring your brain to the point that it cannot be repaired well, or it can't be repaired at all. There's no game worth that. I already know, kids, you're going to play through the bruises like Dr. Baric just said. But when it comes to your head, it's not time to mess around, especially when your brain's still developing. Does anybody have any final thoughts before I close this out? Wow, everybody's in agreement. That's always a good thing. All right, listen, kids, if you're listening to this show, remember, wherever you're at in your hockey journey, we believe in you. You should too. Thanks, Dr. Baric, for being here with us today and talking to the kids, Christy and Mike. Kids, remember to have fun, skate hard, learn something today, and enjoy your hockey. We'll see you on the next Ride to the Rink.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, that one's a quick close. Let me end the recording. Stand by.
That's perfect.